That's what you get for following cats. Oh wait, oh, I just realized. Oh, I will go to Golden Land soon. I think it's just stalling time here. I think I was right there. Ooh, that makes the backstory for Edge even more painful. Was that Berenkast's voice? That was purple. Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's finally about time to continue the story outside of Berenkastel game, because as you remember from the previous episode, I showed you how we reached the conclusion who's the culprit, and the whole journey, it's been longer than I thought, because I also wanted to check afterwards how the game presented the hints for this. And yeah, this time we're actually going to follow the story, so yeah, no more like checking the old stuff, and let's go into the new one. Also, yeah, I still need to skip this because I cannot obviously save on like normal, like come on, finally. Okay, so we are going obviously in a nice new save without hints because we do not want to use the hints. I don't know if this changes anything or not, but this is just like personal pride, I guess. It's like no culprits, we confirm, and let's go. That was a pretty fun puzzle, I like this. Took me longer than I thought. Generally, I thought like it would be easier, but it took me way longer than I thought. That's why you have like these episodes way later. We probably skipped 2 uploads of Umineko because of that, I believe. So yeah, but I uploaded the live stream from the first attempt when we had the notes, so I guess you can watch that. Visitor who came late. Okay. So some new character maybe? Berenkastel? Visitor who came late. And we're back with Enge. Also, yeah, Berenkastel said that she will free Enge after we beat the puzzle. I forgot actually about this. Let's see. Yeah, she's trapped in this nightmare. Enge flew out of the guest house sobbing. Was there anyone still alive on this island? When she checked the cousin's room earlier, it had been completely empty. However, she remembered that she hadn't seen Butler, Bodhi, or George, or Marias. Yeah, they were still outside. If this is going exactly as the game, then guess ahead. What she didn't know was whatever this meant they were safe, or whenever she was about to be reunited with them as corpses. Yeah. That's what you get for following cats, I guess. She dashed around through the rain. Where was she going? Nowhere in particular. Lost little sister dashed around in circles searching for her brother. Drenched with rain and all alone. Eventually, I thought I heard my brother's voice from beyond the bush. Oh, maybe like the title of the game? Which is... No, the visitor who came late. I don't know, like different version of Beatrice? Like... the human version? That we had in like episode 3? Or episode 2? Eventually I thought I heard my brother's voice from beyond the bush. No, it wasn't just his voice. Also, this is still on the Berenkastel game board, right? Because she kidnapped Enge. This is not Butler game board that he prepared. I heard George Onichan and Maria Onichan voices too. Oh, okay, so yeah, this is Beren game and... Oh, wait, oh, I just realized. Oh, she may witness Kyria/Rudolph killing George and Maria. And Butler being in this too. Oh, shit. I just realized. Remember how I, in the previous episode, said I reversed engineered, like, who's the culprit, and said that Baird wanted to make Angel sad because that would make Butler sad, and that will make Angel sad, and that will make Ben happy, stuff like that. Well, shit, she's actually going to do this. She's actually going to show Angel, like, the culprits of her game. It must be this. There's no other the reason why she would, like, go through the bushes and just see them. This is like the obvious, like, right thing here. I called out at the top of my lungs, but they didn't answer. But it's okay now. They're right there. Just on the other side of the fence. I could even faintly see them through the fence. When I ran around the fence, I found myself standing in front of the shed or something. It must be a shed to store tools for the rose garden. Oh, there they are. Okay. 3 of them were standing in front of the shed. I cried out, but my voice didn't reach them. This is similar to, like, what to the situation from episode 6. Yes. Right? The logic error room. When Butler been, like, inside and his voice couldn't, like, come out and stuff. There's a similar situation here, it seems. Even though I yelled so loudly, something felt very wrong about all this. When people hear a voice, even when they pretend not to have heard it, their bodies tend to show some sign that they've noticed. Is Butler saying this actually? Is Butler aware of Angel's, Angel existence there? Oh wait, visitor who came late, it might be Angel. I just realized. It might be Angel. It might be referencing Angel. That she arrived on the game board late. What are we going to do with this? Where are we going with that? Ben was way too calm when we solved the game. Yeah, she's definitely going to murder them on, like, in eyes of Angel. This is definitely going to happen. However, there was no trace of that in the 3 of them. Even though I screamed so loud, it truly wasn't reaching their ears. They instantly understood that. My dash towards them slowed and came to a halt. They appear to be in the same world, we are actually in different worlds entirely. It was like a TV. Or was it more like a ghost? I could see them clearly, but as far as they were concerned, I didn't exist. After all, look. Also, if you think about this, this is interesting. This is like meta world of, like, this game board. It's like Berencastle presented her story and says that the culprit is someone who's presented in the story, so Angel cannot be a culprit. But at the same time, she exists on the game board. That's what I questioned, like, in the very first, like, episode of, like, Berencastle game, I think, right? When I was like, Angel is being here, like, she saw bodies, so she's on the game board, right? Like, what's the indication of this? Even if I stand right in front of them, their eyes can't see me. I thought I'm not recording. Oof. If I try to touch them, will I really be able to? My hand just goes right through. I was so scared at the thought, but I could do nothing but stand there in shock, even though I was so close to them. Okay. Sure you don't. What a good actor. Wow, from this conversation, you would think that Maria is a culprit. Like, she's, like, so calm about this whole thing. This is almost scary. Right, because that's the witch work, yeah, sure.
後ろ宮家の誰にも不可能な殺人が何度も起こってるじゃねえか。
それはそうだけど、本当にそうだろうか。僕たちには見落としがあるんじゃないだろうか。
Okay. Are they going to like... Don't like... Oh my god, this is another episode where we're going to be like solving Burn game, but from perspective of the characters.
例えばそうさ、死んだふりとか。
Oh god. I thought like we already did that.
この島に
Okay.
後ろ宮家の人間しかいない以上、犯人だって後ろ宮家の人間しかいないんだ。だとしたら僕たちが死んだと思い込んでいる誰かが実は死んでなかったということになる。
しかし兄貴、それはありえねえぜ。全員の死体を必ず誰かが検視してる。死んだふりなんか絶対にできねえはずだ。
Uh-huh.
考えたくはない。でもその検視さえも
Yeah.
偽られている。つまりこういうことさ。犯人は初めから複数犯だ。そして一人は殺された。
We already know this. Okay.
一人は間違いなく死んでいると嘘をつく。そして死んだふりをした犯人は犯行を重ね、あたかも後ろ宮家以外の人間が島に紛れ込んでいるかのような。
ジョージの兄貴は後ろ宮家の誰かが犯人だって。
南條先生は殺された。殺された以上犯人ではないと考えるのが妥当だろう。
Uh-huh.
そしてお医者である南條先生の検視が一番信頼できたと考えられる。
Okay. If so, then we can probably assume that the people whose death Nanjo checked were almost certainly dead. Who did Nanjo check? Genji, Krause Natsuhi, Shannon, Golden Kumasawa?
最初の食堂の死体、あの6人の犠牲者のうち、南條先生は
マリアたちがそれぞれ確認したはずだよ。
しかし南條先生が確認した。
Yes.
何を言ってんだよ。
They really are like solving Burn game all over again. Are you serious?
あの無芸殺され方でどう親父たちが生きてるってんだよ。
Gotta admit though, Butler is pretty good actor.
それにジョージの兄貴は何を言ってるんだ。ってことは俺たちの親の誰かが犯人だって言ってんのかよ。そりゃねえだろ。真っ先に殺されて、これだけ大勢が殺されて。
Also, from their perspective, if you think about this, because this is not like the purple troops and stuff, right? From their perspective, it's possible for like the parent be the culprit and for kid to not be a culprit, if you think about this. From their perspective, it's possible, right? Because if the kid confirmed death, right? They not experts, just like Nanjo, so they can just mistake this. They can mistake the dead body for the living one, basically. So it's not like automatically like, hey, like Kiri and Rudolph are alive, so it doesn't make Butler culprit from their perspective instantly, right? They really need to think more deeply about this.
どうやったらさらにその上俺たちの親が犯人だなんて言えるんだよ。
Money.
許せねえ。あんな殺され方をした親父たちをさらにこの上疑って恥ずかしめるなんて。
ごめん。
マリアのママはちゃんと死んでたよ。
And how can we trust you about this? See what I mean? Like they don't have like hard proofs.
じゃあジョージお兄ちゃんの親かバトラの親かどっちかが犯人？
もうよそう、マリアちゃん。
Yeah.
僕もちょっと混乱して。
I mean, you are not wrong.
ジョージお兄ちゃんはシャノンを殺さないよ。
Green Mario.
もうよせよ。俺たちの誰も親族を殺したりするわけなんかねえだろ。
Okay.
だからジョージお兄ちゃんがお父さんとお母さんが本当は生きてるのに死んでるなんて嘘をつかないと思う。
Okay.
ジョージお兄ちゃんはシャノンが殺されるような事件の片棒を担ぐわけがない。
That's pretty safe. Calmly, as though answering quiz or a puzzle, Maria spoke to George. Then, with a blank look on her face, she turned to Butler and spoke.
バトラはお父さんとお母さんの死体を見たよね。
ああ見たさ。みんなも見ただろ。あんな血まみれで ひでえ死に様で。
バトラが嘘をついてると
Okay, Maria is being like pretty smart and shooting shots here.
はあ、どうしてそうなるんだよ。
そうすると筋が通る。最初の食堂でバトラの両親は死んでなかった。
Okay, Maria.
その片方が夏日おばさんたちを殺し、内側から鍵を閉めて部屋にとどまる。
Okay. Maria being like the solution to everything. She has the witch powers.
もう片方がそれ以降の殺人を引き継いだ。ゲストハウスの密室を破るには内側に協力者がいなくてはならない。
Yeah.
それがバトラ。全部説明がつくよ。
いい加減にしろ。
I didn't actually put this in the notes. That like Butler actually opened the door. I had like one time when I was like saying that someone can let people in, I thought at first that when George was doing rounds in the guest house, because it was like not in purple statement, I thought like he just like he was like, because they were like walking around to check the seals, and George said that he was checking the seals, and I thought like he opened the door and let some culprit in the initial idea, basically, because he said like he was checking the stuff. But yeah, later I just thought like someone just sneak in before, but it's possible, yeah, like he could just open like the seals afterwards, why not?
よさないか。
Same thing.
マリアちゃんも。
やっと頭の中の狼と羊のパズルがぴったりと収まった。
Mara is so calm about this. She's like together with the murderer, like she's just like figured out that Butler is like basically a culprit, and she's like still smiling. Yeah, I will go to Golden Land soon. Oh, god damn it.
犯人はバトラ一家。おお、正解？
何を言ってやがんだ。
I wonder why he's so adamant about this. Like, maybe he's stalling time for Kyrie or Rudolph to actually support him here. I mean, technically he's one-on-one against George because Maria realistically can't do anything against him, right? Also, he's like unarmed right now. So, I guess he's just stalling time for his parents to come here. At this point, yeah, I think that's it. I think he's just stalling time here. Because he cannot really realistically kill them like 2-on-1. Oh, there's Kyria. And oh my god, I've actually hit correct the... I've hit correctly who's outside. I said that Rudolph is like locked in and Kyria is outside. I've been right. Okay. It's just like the only like possibility if you think about this. Like if you imagine who can be like a culprit who's like on like more killing spree, like you can say that this is Kyrie. I project Rudolph in my head as someone who will just hide after like killing someone, and Kyrie is just like enjoying the hunt. That's why I let Kyrie out basically. The voice came from behind Enja. She spun around, is surprised. Oh, they're both here, okay. Never mind, the heal's been broken after the game, I guess. Okay. They're covered in blood, yet wearing chilly expressions were Rudolph and Kyria. Yeah, we are on our way to break Enja. Great.
ルドルフおじさん。キリオ。
I'm so glad.
無事で。
George, you are blind. You are so blind. Visitor who came late. Maybe this actually means Rudolph and Kyria? After saying that much, George realized that the words meant, and his face twisted in an expression of shock and horror. Maria wasn't surprised. However, she showed no joy at having her answer proven correctly. And as for Butler, and just saw it, a terrible expression that she would never forget as long as she lived. Okay, there we have. It was a demon smile. Okay. hid this demon that she would never be able to look at again, twisted its face in a foul grin. And the truly horrible thing was... Let's just clear this. Wow. Wow, Butler. Is Butler like the true mastermind in this? Probably he is, right? This is Ben game. He can be a true mastermind. It's not like Kiria or Rudolph came with that. It's like he's like using them or something. Bernkastel. As she saw it on her brother's face. Oh shit! Okay. Yep, it's like a butler having like his own personal bodyguards at this point. Holy crap. To be honest, this is freaking cool. Rudolph and Kyrie lifted up their guns. They had been holding behind them. The barrels were pointed at the foreheads of George. He was staggering backwards, and Maria, who was grinning as though she didn't care what happened. Yeah, she's going to Golden Land, we know. Yep. There was a flash of lightning and the crack of thunder. Oh, the previous episode just about the hints just got not uploaded but rendered. Okay. There was a flash of lightning and the crack of thunder. Nothing more could be heard. Then, as George and Maria were snapped around by the roar, the strings holding them were snipped. The two dolls fell into puddles with a splash and stopped moving. Yep. Yep, pretty much. All of this occurred right before Angel's eyes. Oh! Wow. Oh shit. Okay, this is scary. This might be the scariest CG so far. Look at Butler mocking smile and his eyes. What the fuck? What kind of character Bernkastel made out of him? What is this? It's like evil version of Butler. And his parents are just batshit crazy. Okay, this is a wallpaper, but the scary wallpaper. Okay, this is cool one. Damn, I never heard Butler laughing like that. Anja, who stood down beside them, wasn't visible to their eyes. They guffawned, overcome with laughter. Then, right in front of Anja, they start joking and complimenting each other on their kills so far. The very hideous faces, the faces of her family, made Anja want to cry and vomit at the same time, and she felt as though she would suffocate. Yep, so my whole idea, like reverse engineering of Bernkastel, actually proven to be right. Like, she's literally showing this to Anja that will hurt Anja immensely, and that will hurt Butler, and that will make Bernkastel happy, basically, because she wants to hurt Butler. Anja dashed away, covering her mouth. She wanted to escape the disgusting laughter coming from her beloved family as soon as possible. Then she slipped and fell face down in the puddle of mud. Anja didn't try to get up. In fact, she instead chose to cover her ears to block out this disgusting laughter that she could still hear. As she did, from the shadow of the fences and bushes, in this inky black rose garden, several dark things slipped into sight. Oh? Do I have magic now? Are we going to have goats? I mean, this is the after. Yep. Okay, so because this is the after story. Like, Bernkastel Good Game was without magic. It was just a mystery. and now we have the magic basically perspective. Or if you think about this, Enge perspective is magic perspective of this game board, and Butler perspective is the mystery perspective of this game board. They're like on two separate planes of existence. Wow. Enge looked around herself in surprise to see that eerie black shapes had appeared from all over the garden and were slowly surrounding her. It was a crowd of people with goat heads. Their outfits were all different. Some wore suits while others were dressed casually. However, all of them were covered with darkness, and all of them had goat heads. Enge, bewildered, accidentally let her hands fell from her ears. By now, she couldn't hear the disgusting laughter. However, in its place, she could hear the words spoken by the goats. Goats can speak? Since when? Okay, that was barely audible. Did you hear that? This thing can actually speak. Wow, Bernkastel is like brainwashing Enge at this point. She's like... So... She's basically doing exact opposite what Butler tried to do in his game. Butler tried to give Enge the happy ending, basically, to believe some other truth. And Bernkastel is pushing the truth that she showed her in episode 7. That Kiri and Rudolph actually are the culprits. She included Butler in this, but maybe Butler is also a culprit. What if Butler is also a culprit? Is it possible that he actually collaborated in Umineko with his parents? Because we had like only Kiri and Rudolph being presented as culprits in episode 7, but because Butler was not on the island in episode 7. Also, by the way, when we finish episode 8, like entirely and stuff, and we'll do like tier list, etc., I'm going to do streams and theories about each episode from start to end, or at least like first 4 episodes when we had like question arcs, and try to figure it out like how, like who's the culprit on each episode and like how the stuff happened, basically. So yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, it's still some time. Butter could be free. As the goats continued to mumble in eerie voices, they surrounded Enge and began to draw nearer. They all pressed around her, each of them speaking of Enge's family as culprits. At first, everyone had joined in on Eva culprit theory. The sole survivor from Rokkenjima had gotten almost all of wealth to herself, so the fury was only natural. That's true. Cannot disagree with that. Why was Tsushima Eva the only one who escaped to Kuvadorian? And why did she refuse to suddenly talk about what happened that day? To protect Enge! Yep, that's what we said like episodes ago. Way episodes ago. But decided that Eva Culprit Fury explained all of this. Yep, but what if you thought it's different? What if Eva actually cared about you, Enge, huh? Wow. However, we are going back to this, yeah. However, when Eva died of illness, the people learned that all the vast wealth she had created by unscrupulous means would go to Enge. Public opinion, or rather the forgers, created a new culprit theory and spread it around. Oh. That was the Rudolph family culprit theory. Also, they actually made this actually as well. So forgery also made Rudolph culprit theory. Interesting. If it was normal for everyone to come to the family conferences, why was Angie the only one who didn't come this time? Oh, they blamed... Oh, I see. Did the Rudolph family have some reason for not bringing the young Angie with them? I see how this is now. Okay, that's how they came into this conclusion. They did take Butler, but he wasn't Kyrie's son. Then, when it was revealed in some magazines that Kyrie family had close ties to a massive gangster organization, all eyes suddenly gathered on Kyrie herself. Then the truth was also laid bare about how Rudolph had made a killing out of the fraudulent businesses practices, and almost immediately the couple became thought of as the most suspicious people on the island. Hideyoshi and Iva company might have been rough, but at least it had operated within the law. However, the more Rudolph company was investigated, the more dirt was dug up. Furthermore, trouble surrounding some party tickets from the time Rudolph and Kyrie were students were also testified to. It was clear that they were far more suspicious than Eva family. Okay. So, episode 7, even though Bernkastel said it's true, you remember how I tried to deny the red by saying like we don't know what is truth because she never finished the sentence? I think I was right there. I didn't try to just deny the truth. I denied the whole story basically. Because now they're saying that this is the forgery created like based on like, you know, what the people think about Kyrie and Rudolph. And this is not the actual truth. It's just another theory that could be true or not. And that's what Bernkastel showed us. She showed us the murders and said in red that it's all true. But she never said that the Kyrie and Rudolph were culprits. So episode 7 is a forgery. That may not be true. So actually Yasu can still be a culprit, like in general. So everyone died and stuff, that's truth. But it's not Kyrie and Rudolph who did that. It seems. And so in a flash, the Rudolph family culprit theory expelled the other conspiracy theories, including Eva culprit theory, and regained as the greatest of them all. It wasn't really because it was more pleasurable than the Eva culprit theory. They had just gotten bored of the old theory and wanted a new sensation. The god seems to bend and undulate. The sky rapidly turned white, becoming ceiling lit by the fluorescent lamps. Oh! Do we have old, like, schoolmates? We have goat heads. Great! The goats had changed completely, becoming the shape of girls wearing goat masks. All the girls were wearing the same clothes. It was a uniform. The uniforms of St. Lucia Academy. Yep. She wanted to murder them before. Wow! Did that really happen? Did they really talk like that? With Angie around? Oh! Ooh, that makes the backstory for Angie even more painful. Being surrounded with this fury all over again? Oh, that hurts.
聞いた聞いた。そうだよね。娘だけ置いてくなんてなんかおかしいもんね。後ろ宮エヴァって確か本人は毒殺されてるって訴えてんでしょ。じゃあもう黒幕は誰か明白じゃん。いいよね。一族の財産すべて一人。
Wow, they accused Angie for killing Eva? Wow.
やっぱルドルフ一家犯人説だって思ってたんだよね。 後ろ宮さんってどこかおかしいって思って
Is Butler seeing this? I don't think Butler is seeing this. I think Butler is only allowed to see the Bernkastel game, like, right? He's not saying that. He had no idea what's happening.
おかしいと思ってたよねルドルフとキリエが犯人。バトラも犯人じゃないの？ルドルフ一家犯人説。ルドルフとキリエが犯人。財産を独り占めにしようとしたんだけどエヴァに返り討ちにあってそれで失敗して。でも結局は後宮園児の独り占めなんでしょ？ルドルフとキリエが犯人だって。ルドルフ一家犯人説。ルドルフとキリエと
Yeah, they so want to break Angela.
ルドルフとキリエとバトラが犯人後宮さんのご家族が犯
To
人。
be honest, I don't know what to believe in Umineko anymore in the main game. Do I believe in Kiri and Rudolph Fury? Or do I believe that Yasu did everything? Which one it's going to be? Huh.
それってどう思う？
What if everything is like Rosa doing, actually?
ねえね
I mean, Rosa tried to escape as well, right? The gold in episode 2. So Rosa knew stuff too. Because she tried to escape but failed. Episode 2 ending is basically analogy to trying to escape just before the explosion and she didn't make it in time. That's how I interpret this. Like, she's trying to get the gold and stuff, but she's like maybe wounded from fighting because she's fighting goats, right? And the goats might be a culprit, a representation of the culprits. Oh, right. I didn't thought about this. Goats may be the representation of the culprit and she fought them. She's trying to escape and the time is over. The explosion happens and she dies. What if Rosa killed everyone, actually? I mean, it's possible, right? Yeah, I need to like check episodes and see if like this could actually happen like in any possible way. But this is another like candidate. Like Rosa was like my first. Yeah, Rosa was like my very first culprit in the Fury when I did like back in the day when I did episode 1 Fury. Then in episode 1 I thought like Rosa is the culprit. I wonder if I can take it to another heights now. Huh.
でも結局財産は全てあなたが独り占めできるんでしょ？後宮エヴァはそれであなたには何も語らなかったのよね。絶対にあの子が怪しいって思ってたのよ。エヴァがあんたに辛く当たったことも全て説明がつくわ。
Oof.
ねえねえ、何か言ってよ。ほんと気持ち悪い子だよね。ルドルフ一家犯人説ってどう思うか。ちょっとくらい何か言いなさいよ。感じ悪い。
Oh. Okay. A blade of air swept over me as I crouched down, holding my head. Okay, someone cut that. Okay. In a flash, the illusion of the goat had girls students who were surrounding me shattered. I was curled up in the puddle in the rainy rose garden surrounded by goats. But then the rose goats were also sliced in half, and the upper halves slid to the side. The only people who we know uses blade, like sword, are Shannon, actually Canon. Right? Oh, Canon and the Stakes, they have blades only. Oh, and Lanor, yeah, they have swords. And they've got stuff. It's Stake. Or maybe it's canon? It was like seeing a sword, a master swordsman slicing through a stick of bamboo.
こっち。
Whose voice is that? The voice came from the black cat. What? The black cat just like showed us like very bad like images, so why should we trust the black cat? I mean, yeah, it saved us now, but it might be just a trick. Was that Baron voice? Was that Baron Castle voice? The black cat with the bell that had guided me here. Incredible that it can talk. But that doesn't matter now. I dashed after it. The goats shrank back. A hole opened up in the encirclement. The black cat dashed through it. As I hurried through after it, the goats began to chase after me. Okay, this is weird. Why Berenkasa is suddenly helping Enje? Okay, I have no idea what Beren thinks. Like, what the fuck? She's definitely trying to like show her something even more extreme. I don't know what, but something more extreme, definitely. Kanta's heavy footsteps thundered behind us. The cat ignored my stupid question. Where are we running to? It's obvious, as far as we can make it. However, there were an unbelievable number of goats. It was just the group chasing us. There were probably goats hiding through the rose garden, and everyone we went, a group of them would appear and block our path. Each time we bumped into them, we ran down a different path in this maze of the rose garden. So I didn't even know which direction we were running in anymore. Also, how the fuck cat just like slides through the goats? I mean, I guess Berenkastel can do this, but still, like, what? I mean, Beren can slice stuff too, we know. Like, she sliced basically the belly of the white dress Beatrice. What was her name? I forgot her name. The first version of Beatrice that Yasu took. Can you remind me in the comments? I forgot what was her name. It couldn't be that we are just running around in circles inside the massive crowd of goats, could it? When we ran into the arbor once more, I learned that my fears were justified. The 4 paths that led from the arbor were all blocked by the crowd of goats. Of course, the path we had come down was also blocked by our pursuers. There was nowhere to go and nowhere to return to. We were finally trapped. Is this what Beren is doing here? Like, she's like giving her hope of escape and then showing her like there's no escape, haha, basically, and just despair more. Is that what's happening here? We had defensive posture. A black cat glared at the goats that surrounded us. It's all over for us. At that moment I found myself floating in the air, okay. A massive arm, large enough to crush my entire head, grabbed my collar from behind. Oh. Okay, dead. Before I could even think to cry out, I saw right in front of my face a pair of strangely glowing red eyes and massive mouth with jagged teeth and foul breath. Great. The mouth wide open and waiting as though it was a separate creature. A disturbing tongue stuck itself out. Then it spat words at me. Yep. Ben just want to traumatize her even more. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. This is barely audible. I don't know if you can even hear that. Let me know in the comments if you can actually hear goats talking. I think like you cannot, like this is barely audible because my voice is louder than the game. Then you need to lower the audio in general when you're watching this. So yeah, even though the voice is like maximum. Wait, why do we have... I'm being in config right now, so... We have feathering twice. Oh, right, this is the human version. Yeah, okay, right. Then the gaping smelly mouth slowly began to close over Anja's head. Yep. Or not.
反論
That was purple.
ルドルフ一家犯人説以外でもロジックの構築は可能です。
Oh, you are late! You are late! Oh! No way! Oh, that was blue. But anyway, this voice. The blue flash sliced off the top of the mouth that was trying to eat Angel head, sent it flying. That's Erika. It must be her. Is Erika on our side now? You are late. Holy shit, we actually... Oh my god, she's back. So she can turn into cat now? Or what? Is Bern aware of that? Is that Bern plan? I don't think we can trust Erika, right? Like, she's still under Bern, like, influence, right? I fell into the puddle, along with the goat, that was still grasping my collar, though there was nothing left of above his jaw. Without any hesitation, the goats stretched out their thin arms, as though that was their chance to snatch at prey for themselves, and they rushed towards me. All of them spoke in Indonesian. I mean, we still have Yasu. For this game board, I would agree with them, but in general, no. Oh, this one is actually blue and red. Dlanor? Wait, what's happening? Do we have Dlanor and Erika? Red truth. Red truth can be used only by the witch. Erika is back as the witch. She's not in like her human normal self. She actually has a scythe. She's with us. What the fuck? What is happening?
例えばジョージ一家犯人説でも可能です。
How? How is that possible? What? Red and blue. There's Leonor. Erika don't have like red blade. Or maybe this is some other character, but this voice is Erika, right? A red flash and the blue line became blades of wind that passed over my head. Flew at the goat that had tried to pick me up and sliced both his arms off like a knife through a butter. Or this is just the representation of red and blue truth basically, but still it should be represented by the sword. In this case, right? I think the next ghost dashed not towards me, but towards the black cat that was protecting me from behind. As I sat on my butt, staring at the rainy night sky, the massive ghosts were in the air right above me, fighting the black cat or someone. I mean, technically he can, right? But the purple and innocence basically says he cannot in this game board. But in general, idea of Umineko, he can kill Shannon because there's like, yeah, it's just like, yeah, he loves her and stuff, but it doesn't mean that he cannot, right? He always can. And they actually talking about this game. So I don't know. Okay, let's see what they came up with. I have no idea how they want to create George theory for this particular game of Ben. I literally have no idea. I mean, I suspected George for a second when I had the stream and before, but overall it didn't fit at the end with all the innocence and claims. This is so fucking America. Oh my god. You are fucking genius. Oh god. You are genius. I assumed we were talking only about the game board that Bernkastel made. But they never said... Okay, you got me there. And I use this so often. It never says that something never happened. I'm using it so often to explain red truths. And I didn't thought about this time. Wow. It would be possible for... Oh god. Mind games. Mind games. Umineko, I love you. Oh my god, Erika, I love you. Come on, show yourself. I see you again. Wow, they so destroyed me. Wow, Erika destroyed me so much here. This is Erika's scythe. Why we have this though? Actually, that was like a stake shooting. The deep red curves cut by the swing beat into the goat. Its massive body was knocked into the air. Became a bundle of roughly 7 legs of flesh and was thrown into the rose bushes. This time the terrible force of the attack shocked the goats. They faltered, shook, stepped back. Finally understood. That red slice. It came from the weapon that could draw red trails. Now it had also drawn blue trails just a second ago. A massive scythe that could speak both types of truth, red and blue at will. So Erika's scythe can actually use both. I thought like, okay, I didn't knew that actually. Or I forgot. I didn't knew. I looked up at the sky. Then my head hung down backwards. Oh. Welcome back. Welcome back, Erika. Holy shit. I expected to never see you again. And you are on our side now? What? Are you... You played us before. Erika, I remember that. You played us before. You collaborated with Berncastle and played us. I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know. But I'm glad you are here. There was no black cat here. There was a girl holding a large scythe. Oh. Whoop. It is trivial. It is trivial, Furudo Erika. The intellectual rapist. Yep. She just destroyed my mind with that red. As well. Good job, Erika. I still passed through the crowd of goats as I acknowledged the presence of the girl who called herself Erika. It was clear that her mere existence here was potent enough to unsettle them. What? Erika became ninja. What? Catching in her arms, Erika leapt into the air and landed as light as the feather on top of the arbor. Holy shit. Then she let go of me, and still wielding her scythe, made an elegant curtsy of the crowd of goats surrounding us. Is this fragment in the manga? Can I see like manga panel for this? Like Erika jumping around with the scythe? Oh god. The smile.
自己紹介です。はじめまして。こんにちは。探偵フルドエリカと申します。
Yes.
ルドルフ一家犯人説しか思いつかない石ころ頭どもはどうぞお引き取りを。あるいは私を論破できるおつもりでいる皆さんはどうか歓迎を。
Oh god.
無論私も歓迎して差し上げます。
I'm so happy. And also I don't know what to think. Can I trust her or not? I don't think I can because she played us before. What is the plan here? Oh god. The goats all hold at once. It seems to be a cry of shock, of fear, or possibly wonder. The goats surrounded the arbor, chattering but not moving any closer. None of them had the courage to stand against this detective, the Witch of Truth, called Furudo Erika.
やれやれ。イクマンと集まってこのざまですか？
Wow.
どなたもこのフルドエリカと論戦を楽しもうという勇気がないのですか？ならば残念。お開きにさせていただきましょう。さりとてこのフルドエリカ。石頭の間抜け諸君を一人一人論破していく後片付けは彼女にお願いすることとしましょう。
Time to waste countering all the buckets one by one. I will let her clean up the
お願
rest.
いします。
Who? Red Web? When Erika cried out, red cracks opened in the dark night sky. What is happening? Resurrect prey, okay. They looked like the spiderweb-shaped fissures that appeared when the glass window had been struck hard. No, it was actually a spiderweb colored blood red. is back! Ivatris and the red web. Red web is back! Laugh. A witch laugh rang out through the spider web covered world. It sounded somewhat familiar to Enge. And there, standing above the spider web, gazing down on the goats, who must have looked like ensnaring little bugs, was the witch. Oh wow. You forget when you call him the real Rokenjima, you mean Butler? This is cool CG. Ivatris with like red web around. Or the soundtrack. This episode is insane. Wow. Eva is here to take a blame again. Ivatris is actually a Chad. Like Ivatris is like a representation of self-sacrifice of Eva or something. Like I swear. It was the witch who lurked inside of Eva, a witch of the future, who would one day call herself an endless witch after the cat box closed over this world. Oh. I mean, she's not wrong. If you think about this, this is true. Eva being the only one who survived. She can tell whatever she is, she wants. She can do whatever she wants with the October 5th and 4th and 5th. She truly is the key player here. Eva swung her one-winged staff at the crowd of foolish goats beneath her and sentenced them to death. The spiderweb ceiling, covering the heavens plumbed in more spiderwebs, seeped out of the ground at the goat's feet. Then the webs from above and below met, and thousands upon thousands of goats were crushed in their grasp. Then as Eva swung her staff, it swirled, around and around like egg yolk, being mixed in a bowl. Eventually, it was all packed in the massive blood-red lump of goo. Yep, brutal as ever, okay. The moans of goats drifted out from inside. The entire crowd had been compressed in the meatball, a few meters across. Wow. They can go well along with the Enge burgers, I guess. Been a while. Been a while, Ivatris. Been a while. I didn't miss you as much as I missed Erika. But been a while. Like, the collaboration between Erika and Eva. I cannot. Are you truly with us now? I trust Eva for being like self-sacrificing move. If Erika is helping Eva, does that mean she's actually with us now? Because if Eva trying to protect Enge, like from the truth actually, by creating her own truth and self-sacrificing, and Erika is helping Eva here, does that mean Erika is actually with us now? Did you abandon Bernkastel? Did you abandon your master? Do you not love Bernkastel anymore? Au revoir. Is that new? Is that new sprite? I think it's new sprite with that hand. Squelch, no other word could do that sound justice. After sucking in all those goats, the spiderweb ball vanished into thin air with a squelch. After that, there wasn't even a trace left. Only the nighttime scenery, if the rose garden remained silent, but for the sound of the falling rain. Eva drifted down from the sky. I think I want to see that discussion with Eva and having like this, I guess, calm conversation, maybe, with Angel in the next episode. It's been an hour and we got insane comeback of Erika and Eva trees. Wow. You could expect Eva trees to come back at some point, because she's like basically the image of Eva that is a culprit, what she created. But in terms of Erika, I would say that we would never see her again. Like, in the beginning of this episode 8, when we talked about like Erika being like somewhere actually not actually dead, I felt like this might be a possibility, but I still doubted it. But there she is, holy shit. And she instantly destroys the whole theory that we created like past few days. Wow. Now I wonder, is that possible to choose like culprits that are based on Erika and Eva trees idea? And if Berencastle would allow this? What if we go back to the culprit choice and choose different culprits based on what we just learned, that George can lie if he killed someone? They didn't deny this in red or anything. It was blue idea theory and red that can that says that it's possible. I think I want to try that. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for joining for this episode. That was freaking insane. So I'll see you in the next one. So yeah, leave up a like if you like the episode, subscribe if you're not subscribed, become a member if you would like to support me and see these episodes earlier. And yeah, thank you everyone once again for being with me, for watching this episode. And I will see you all in the next one. So from Pocket Watch is going out.